good evening.
So, cheering for bovine swimsuits?
I guess I have to, huh?
Well, not
I
necessarily. There's no thing in the rules saying we both can't cheer for my team.
that is very true. That's very true. We could be one-sided here. It's very true. But I'll try to at least give them some credit where credit is due.
Just bump your audio up. I think that's maybe just me though. There we go. Yeah. So, have you been watching any of the other games for Bison?
No, I wanted to first see Blood Minister versus Paintor and Blood Minister versus Chegg. Had to be there when the score of the office was settled.
Hmm.
So yeah, and now I'm kind of filling in for Bison because he wasn't able to stream.
Oh, I'll be there one sec. Oh, right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Just questions in the background. Yes. So we, however, have lost our first game, and we won our second. So we're 1-1, which is nice.
Who could you play against?
It's an extremely good question. I'm not supposed to remember these things. Game Prodigy, we beat him in game 2, and we lost to Just Cheng in the first round. Very positional, very. I think they were able to farm one of our ships pretty hard, and they brought one of those Dutch cruisers that can drop bombs on a stationary Moskva. So that was like a tipping point. And because it's like, you know how it's like a snowball effect. There's a small edge, or a small thing that you didn't expect, and then that just creates a snowball effect because you lose the health advantage, so they can press, and then you lose a ship, so now you have to counter press, and then everything falls apart because you have to play more risky.
Absolutely. Jack seems to be on a win streak then, having played against you in the first round, and also just winning against the Blood Minister. So
it makes me feel not so bad knowing that everyone loses to him.
It's gonna be interesting because I actually initially think that his team wasn't that strong, but they've proven me wrong.
You never know when you throw like a mixed match of people together. I mean, I suppose you can get training in, and you can, depending on how much you really want to do it, and practice matches against other teams, maybe in the other group, to gel together. And you have like, typically, I'm guessing the team captain has one strategy. They're going to pick these ships for this map, and this is how we're going to play. Nothing fancy, and then that's it. And then you just see how things turn out.
Exactly. Well, it looks like we are dropping into our game. Some interesting lineups here.
Conqueror. So, oh wait, that's us. I was gonna say, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Vermont triple D. Oh, I'm not sure I like triple DD. I never see triple DD being successful. So, but the team has gone for it. So go team.
Kind of interesting.
Yu Yang. Why a Yu
Yang? Yu Yang here as well, and the gearing. I would assume that they're both smoke spec. They're probably both going to smoke the Des Moines and the Salem, is my guess.
Action stations.
Yeah, so okay, Conqueror over. I mean, I've already seen Vermont. We lost to Vermont. Vermont said no in our first game and basically hit one of our cruisers really darn hard, and that's what Vermont does. Conqueror, though, are we just going to HE blap things? Is that how that works?
The lineup here that Bison's bringing, I'm not even sure it's a bad pick here. You do have the Vermont, you have the Moskva, you have the Marseille, you have the Napoli. You even have these Ragnars that, shooting HE is not a bad choice. So
yeah, Radar, Speedy Boy, and there's Radar, Salem. Yeah, okay, so 3 radar cruisers of varying types and 3 accompanying destroyers. with the Conqueror. And as far as 712 is concerned, Marceau being a speedy boy to A, he'll probably get there first because he's faster than the Ragnar, but the Des Moines is backing him up. I'm a little concerned for Bolt.
He's gonna be able to cap though before the Ragnar gets.
Yeah, well maybe it's a case of getting in, reversing, and then tailing. You know.
Maybe. I mean, the
Well, we
Ragnar
get to Charlie first with 2 cruisers, so at least the C cap will be faster. So in terms of long term, there's an advantage in cap timer for us, but you guys have got a 90k health pool advantage due to that extra cruiser.
I don't actually have my mods here, because I only just set my setup, so I can't see it. But I'll take your word.
Do you have the ones that show the consumables usage?
No, I have to.
So you're
all my mods after this.
So Des Moines just pop radar, so you see our Marceau, and they're gonna push him off the A cap. And if I was the tell me you're not nose in. No, you're reversing. Why are you still reversing? Health pool is absolutely critical at the beginning. You gotta preserve.
He seems to be doing okay though. Only losing.
No, but he's lost. Oh, he's damage conning. I mean, that's like a 4k chump health pool, which didn't need to be lost. Like, you could have reversed just the tip of the tail, and as soon as that raider pops, you warp speed out of there, and it's you just leave. You know. But that's.
I mean, he did almost cap, so it
you know, yeah. I mean, hindsight is
the cap, but it's high risk, high reward play.
So Yuyang's playing a lot of deep water torps, but your Des Moines popped hydro, so they will be spotted. Oh wow, that's a lot of torps. So does Yuyang have torpedo reload booster?
Yeah, it got torpedo reload booster.
Oh, that's what he is. And Mosfra's popped his radar from your guy CB, so he's spotted our Yuyang now. Probably because he knew the torps were coming in.
Though, so should be able to get out without like any
yeah,
big
he's gone dark.
There. Yeah.
And while this is going on, Kilo and Zookeeper, no, they're not too aggressive. You know, they see your Napoli, they see the Ragnar, so there's not too much going on the BC. Most of it's all about positional play for A, but you have your Des Moines in position, you have Hydro and Radar control, preventing RDDs from getting into A, which allows your Ragnar to cap it.
Here in the Ragnar very close to Zookeeper's Des Moines. It can be very bad for the Ragnar here if he gets...
What is our Mosfa from Professor Walter supposed to do? Like, he has to be very careful of the Vermont. He is reversing. I think he's maybe trying to get reverse to get radar range on the A. So you're going to slowly catch up and take over. No, you already have point advantage now. So with the double cap, so... Yeah.
But it might go away very soon, because Ragnar is losing a lot of health.
Oh, yeah. There goes Bison with the revenge radar. Is it enough? Oh, but the Des Moines has taken a lot of health for this.
The Des Moines actually getting hit here by the Moskva, very long range.
And he can't see him because of the island. And the smoke screen is now over. There's incoming torpedoes. He sees them from the Hydro. The Vermont AP? No, that's Moskva.
He's not out of danger yet either.
They really are going all in. The Vermont can't really help. He's tail out. The Moskva can cross-shoot friendly fire torpedoes. They don't do damage, though, thankfully. Kilo managed to drop his Des Moines. While this is going on, our Marceau on the other side from Bolt's down to 9.8k, so he took another chump trying to make a difference. We're working on your BB. You know, he's still got a lot of health, but, you know, his health pool is less. I get the feeling... What's your Napoli? Is your Napoli tailing? No, your Napoli is nosing. Oh, okay. That
might be
a lot more health, though.
Very soon.
Catching the... Oh, what a hit on the gearing. Kilo is got to be careful here.
Nasty one. But looks like Ragnar is not out of the
Zoo's trying to finish. Oh, he just doesn't get the connection. Moss was firing from Kilo from the side. Napoli slams the Des Moines. The Des Moines is desperately trying to finish off the Ragnar. He's not going to get it. He has to really... Yeah, there's the AP and it's not enough. Yeah. The Conqueror's firing HE.
It's not so good anymore here for that Des Moines. Oh, even still through the nose there.
And he's behind the Mosfet. Wow, totally whiffed his shots, but there's such a high health pool on that Napoli. Plus, the Napoli can't be hit by the Conqueror. If I was the Des Moines, I'd go for the Ram. He's going for the Ram. Come on! Oh, he did the shots didn't hit. They didn't connect. Yes! Oh, that was... Oh, you shouldn't have allowed that to happen.
From the Napoli not to just go through with the rush here and kill the Demon with the corpse.
Your Moskva missed 2 important salvos, the extra shot from your Napoli not finishing him off. It means that technically that worked in the favour, because the gearing has an effective health pool roughly the same as the Ragnar, so the BC isn't going to change. It's still in your favour because you have 2 caps. So you have quite a healthy point lead with 4 minutes to go, and in terms of health pools, they're quite close. It's 252 for your team, 229 for our team, and that's mainly because your Vermont has been farmed religiously. Other than that,
but
our team captain Black.
Starting to tick, like 150 points. It's
Ooh, don't like this now.
And now the
Black is going to die. You see this big plate. He's a solo push by a Salem, trying to push up to the island, right? That means the Ragnar and the Marseille and the Des Moines are all going to lay into him. There's no smoke.
Crossfire. It's not looking great.
And the Vermont's going to fire AP at him as well. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to beat their Marseille up, but... I mean, while this is going on, is anyone else pushing? The Yu Yang is just smoking and being a nuisance. The Moskva is doing nothing. He's still reversing into an island. No, Blap's dead. I know that there was 3-4 minutes left on the timer.
Just the AP.
Here comes more Vermont AP.
Vermont AP coming in as well. It's over.
Yeah, that's Vermont said no. But again, what is Professor Walter doing? Is he contributing with his 70k health pool? It doesn't feel like it. It kind of feels like he's playing very overly cautious.
Yeah, I would have liked to maybe see him closer to the A cap on the rock, maybe. It definitely feels like he's a little bit out of place here and could have been contributing more.
Oh wow, Conquer against the Vermont. Okay, so the Conquer can push. I'd like to see him be more aggressive. Now, still, it's 2.5 minutes. Oh, now the Moskva can maybe... Oh, your Marseille. I don't feel that push is necessary. If the Professor Walt can redeem himself with Conquer AP coming in... Yeah, he's turning away now. Very important that he made that turn as he did, because there comes the BB shells.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't get anything.
I think he realized this is not worth it. I'm going to go back.
So, you're... see, the Yu Yang and the gearing is against your Ragnar. It's 2-on-1 with a battleship, and the Moskva again can't see anything, so it doesn't feel like he's in good position. You're 2 minutes till cap. The Conqueror needs to fire HE or something. Oh, your Moskva's also firing on our DDs as well now.
And suddenly the gearing is under fire as well from the Ragnar and the Moskva.
I mean, I know they need to make a play, but... Oh, there goes the Raider from the Moskva.
I'm not sure this was it.
No, there's too many crossfire angles. Yeah. It's too many angles of attack.
Very dire.
So you had a cruiser advantage, and I don't feel like our... Wow, that's an AP on a broadside Des Moines right now. Not a good hit.
The Moskva actually got hit really hard there as well. I think it's some torpedoes from the Yu Yang. But I don't think it's going to be enough to push back the game. Like, they need a kill right now.
Well, they're going to lose Charlie as well. Even if they manage to rush, they would lose C because everyone's left it. So I feel that there was quite a lot of mistakes there, but mainly the push by Black by himself that wasn't coordinated elsewhere for other pushes. Like if you have to make a play, make a universal play across the map. Don't do it one person at a time,
Yeah, you're giving the enemy a lot of time to react there as well. They were ready for it. They saw it coming.
See, now
on it and they stopped it.
Yeah, now Professor Walter makes the play, but they're going to lose in like 9 seconds. But now he's rushing in, but it's like it's too late. If he had done that push at the same time that Blap had pushed in, still probably wouldn't have made a difference because you would have focused fired the vulnerable ship moving, right?
It would have, but perhaps you could have put on some extra pressure on the Marseille.
Oh well, yeah, I'm going to have to go get the motivation stick again.
A rather strong showing here from Bison's team.
Yeah. And I partially attribute that to the extra cruiser. realistically, because our team did so well punishing your battleship. It doesn't feel like your Vermont necessarily did a huge amount of work. He did at the very end get the kill on our Des Moines, but that's only because our Des Moines from Blap, no, not our Des Moines, Blap in his Salem was pushing aggressive, and I know why. He wanted to get to the island to try and get some control so they could try and cap it, but you have to think, our BB is doing much better than your BB, and yet we still lost badly because we're down, 2 cruisers, because it felt like our Mossville wasn't in a good position or doing anything, but oh well. Next game it is.
Next game it is. Who are you facing next game?
So... Stats block, I think.